This is a Global Player original podcast.
Now, this is the most turbulent, interesting period, maybe in the history of the world. 5th century BC in Greece.
My favourite thing about the advancing Persian army is that in that movie, is that they want us to believe that they were riding rhinoceroses.
Yes. Yeah, the movie mythologizes.
It does,
but here, in Bloomin' Legends, we deal with reality.
Absolutely right.
That's where we live. But they were a naval power. And if we look at what the Delian League or the Confederacy of Delos was doing at that time, it really mirrors what... Oh, hello there. Welcome to episode 64, podcast 64 of Bloomin' Legends. I'm Johnny Vaughan.
I'm Gavin Woods.
And we were just discussing really the events in Peloponnesian Greece, or in the Greek city-states, in the 5th century BC. And we were doing that because... that's the area we're going into today in the podcast. You are going to be blown away by Spartan culture. We use the expression, it's very Spartan.
We still use it. Yeah.
We still use it all the time, quite a Spartan lifestyle. But what does it actually mean? You're going to be finding out about that today. You'll also be finding out why they are the superlative warrior people, in that their whole society was geared around the military, not in like the American way of
actually men fighting.
Yes,
yeah,
not
fighting men,
saying the whole time about how defending democracy. They didn't have democracy. Theirs was just about defending themselves from attack by other city-states. But in America, all the time, they sort of set themselves up these days as being this country that's everyone wants to invade, that everyone's attacking, that the military are doing. But when, as a fact, they're not. Their military, which is vast, is apart from this incursion in Iraq, largely they've never defended themselves and they do nothing.
They never have to. No one's ever going to invade America.
No.
They're uninvadable.
Yes.
It's impossible.
Although, I like the fact the Japanese have drawn up plans to do it. You know?
So
ambitious.
So ambitious.
So fantastic. You know?
Pearl Harbor, it's insane.
Yeah. Like some Japanese general. That it just shows if you have enough meetings and no one says early on, hang on a second. You fucking nuts.
Yeah, you mad.
There's a lot of Japanese guys round a table going, if we take Pearl Harbor, take the Navy out there, I tell you, we've got the whole Pacific. There's nothing they can do. They're wide open.
I think one of their military leaders did say, we have awakened a sleeping giant at the time, didn't they?
Yes.
It wasn't the military they had to worry about. It was their factories.
Yes.
It was American factories. They just started pumping aircraft carriers out instantly.
I saw a picture the other day of San Diego in 1945, just showing all these ships that were going to be scrapped. Yeah. It was amazing. They got I was thinking, now we've got 2 aircraft carriers. It was a whole coast full of them.
They started the war with 3 or 4, and they ended it with 15.
Yes.
And nowadays it takes 40 years.
No, they must have more than that.
There was loads. That's a lot. That's aircraft carriers.
They had
hundreds of destroyers and other ships.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Anyway, back to the Spartans.
Yes.
The Spartans were not a sea power. That was Athens. The Spartans were a military power. If you've seen the film 300, that's a very inaccurate portrayal of what they're about. So, which Spartan are we going to focus on? The most famous Spartan of all, who was depicted in that film 300. Gav, who's our blooming legend today?
Today's legend, Johnny, is Leonidas I.
There we go.
Or as he should be called, Leonidas.
Yeah, Leonidas.
No, we've done that colonial thing. No, Leonidas.
Yes.
No, he's from Surrey.
Yes.
Like we said, well, what's your city called? Beograd. Okay, Belgrade.
Yes.
We'll call it Belgrade.
But they do it as well, though.
No, they do, I know.
I mean, the French, they call it Londres, and we don't get all offended by it.
No, that's true. And they don't say...
No, it's London.
And they don't say roast beef and Yorkshire puddings.
Yeah, right.
No, they don't. You're right.
We don't say Renault.
So what do you want to call him? Leonidas?
Yeah, Leonidas.
Yeah.
And we do it with most Greek.
Yes.
Particularly with the heroes. So
yeah.
Hercules.
Yeah.
Heracles.
Yes.
And suddenly it sort of makes, I get it.
I get that.
It makes sense. Basically, they like to sling a lot of K's in things.
Right, of course.
They like a nice
K.
Yeah. It's a Heracles.
But it makes sense. Pythagoras, Leonidas.
Yes.
That's kind of the rhythm of it. It's probably what they called him anyway.
So Leonidas, this is Leonidas the First.
The first, King of Sparta.
So he's a 5th century BC giant. Now, this is the most turbulent, interesting period, maybe in the history of the world. 5th century BC in Greece. It's where democracy is born. It's where democracy dies. It's where East meets West in the first massive conflict of two superpowers.
It is the Persians and the Greeks, and this is long before the Ottomans even arrive. Way before.
This is before Alexander the Great, a previous Bloomin legend.
Yeah.
This is when it all takes place. This is when really extrapolate the modern world from this.
Right.
And you've got everything you need. If you're going to buy one book on ancient history, and generally when people talk about ancient history, this is the period they're talking about, and only here. The book to buy is Thucydides, spelt Thucydides. So get Thucydides, The Great Peloponnesian War. It's all in there. And also, interestingly, it contains a period which is about a 50-year smaller war, the First Peloponnesian War.
Yeah.
Sparta is in the Peloponnese. And what I love about this is when I used to study ancient history, it's such a lovely thing to be able to write in an essay. When you can refer to Thucydides' wonderful excursus on the Pentacontratea, because you really sound like
excursus on the Pentacontratea.
Yes, it's a part of the Great Peloponnesian War. Yeah,
I'm using that definitely.
Yeah, but his excursus on the Pentacontratea is he goes on an apostrophe, a digression, which is an excursus,
right?
About a period of 50 years, which is the Pentacontratea.
Yeah,
but it just sounds. It is the funny thing is, it is the best bit of the book. Because those 50 years of the year 500 to 400, they really are the tits. But also in this period, you know, this is where you've got Socrates. This is where you've got Plato. This is where you've got Pericles. This is where the Parthenon gets built. This is where the Temple of Zeus gets built.
That's when it's happening.
Yes. This is where the Acropolis gets built. This is where, like I say, the Temple of Zeus at Olympia gets built. This is the 100 years that's just action packed. This is marathon.
And it's not myth.
No,
these are historic.
These aren't myths. This isn't Trojan War.
This is history.
All that crap. This is amazing. This is marathon. This is Thermopylae. This is Salamis. This is Plataea. This is the time. You know, this is Xerxes and the Persians coming in. This is Alcibiades, the baddest guy in history. This is where it all happens. Gav.
Okay, so
take us into this world with Leonidas I.
Yes, and we have to remember it's 540 BC and we're counting backwards.
Yes.
So this is when he is born, 540 BC in Sparta, one of the largest Greek city-states. They're all city-states, aren't they? Second only to Athens. Yeah. He was a member of the Agiad dynasty, one of Sparta's two royal houses.
Yeah. They had two kings in Sparta.
Yes, two kings at once from two dynasties. Which sounds odd, but it was their standard practice. Is it like having a spare?
Yeah, no. It just means you've got, they've got to be quite good because they'll take it.
Like a balance.
I guess the parallel would be having for years in this country we had a king of Scotland and a king of. You can't think of them as being a whole country in that way.
That's right,
So Sparta's in the Peloponnese. It's those bits that hang down at the bottom of Greece. Sparta is only the capital of that. The actual place is called Leonidas.
Right,
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Leonidas was the son of King Anaxandridas II. He was not originally expected to become king, because he had older brothers ahead of him in the succession, including Cleomenes I.
Yes.
His childhood, and this is already fascinating.
Yes.
Every Greek city-state had their own rules, but the most common was compulsory military service for men, even the nobility. In Sparta, this was service from age 20 to 45.
Yes.
And this is in the days of physical fighting.
But they start military training, I think, about 7.
7, exactly right.
Before they serve,
Yes, and as a Spartan male of royal blood, Leonidas would have gone through the agoge, which is the fighting school.
Yes.
Isn't it? It's the training.
Yeah.
Sparta's brutal state-run training system. His older brother was spared it. Because his job was to focus on developing leadership skills and rather than military skill.
I mean, it's an odd thing in Sparta. What their system was is you have the Spartans at the top.
Yes.
So they're all in military training, all of them.
And they're the ruling class.
They're the ruling class. Below that, you have people who it's accepted are not from Sparta, but they come there as almost like migrant workers.
Right.
They're running shops and not sort of shops, but they're running the commercial end of Sparta. They're taking care of stuff. And then below that, it's entirely slaves.
Right. Oh, not even just peasants.
No,
slaves.
No, it's all slaves.
Wow.
Everyone
is it?
Yeah, and it's the same in Athens.
Right.
And it's the same everywhere. They are all slave economies.
Yes.
A slave, according to Aristotle, there's really 4 conditions of it
that
are vital. You have no right of association, so you can't choose who you got no right of what the Australians call mateship.
Right.
You have no freedom of mobility. You can't
go, just be where you want.
Right. You can't go where you like. You can't choose what work you do.
Okay, you're told what work
to do, and you have no right of habeas corpus. A lot of people at that time, they weren't really committing any crimes anyway, so habeas corpus didn't come into it, or thieving.
Yeah.
So really, those rights were irrelevant for a lot of people.
I suppose, They're
irrelevant.
Yes.
They're stuck with the same people. They're not going to associate with anyone else.
Yeah, and if you haven't got a horse, you can't go anywhere.
Right.
You have to walk.
Right.
You're kind of enslaved by your legs.
Yes.
You can't get anywhere.
Yes. So, yeah, it would have been, you'd been better off being a slave in Athens, where even the police were slaves.
Were they?
How about that's crazy?
Wow.
Yeah, police work was done by, but the onus was on the public to inform the police.
Right.
Which is where the word sycophant comes from. A sycophant is an informer who informs the actual authorities, this person's done something wrong.
A grass.
But that was your duty.
Right. Your civic duty.
But there were some people that took money for doing that. That went around as informers. But then we get the original crime of hubris. Hubris is to lie about someone in order to better your own position. And in Athens, that was punishable by death.
Was it?
Death
sentence. It was a defined crime.
Yes.
Is that right?
So both they both change meaning. Hubris now means an arrogant act that will bring about
your downfall.
Brings about your downfall, and a sycophant is someone who's a bit licky. But that's their origin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so Leonidas is a young boy at 7. He's in the agoge, the military training.
Yeah.
The boys are trained to survive with minimal comfort and to become perfect soldiers. So this isn't a normal school. No. This is a really brutal military training from 7 years old onwards. The training is focused around hunger, discipline, physical punishment, endurance, fighting, but obedience.
Yes.
Instant obedience.
Yes.
To the military machine,
yes.
basically. They were underfed deliberately. They were encouraged to steal food, punished if they got caught, because the point was you're supposed to be good at it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they do with the SAS.
Yeah.
They set them loose in the mountains and they say survive.
God.
The supervisor for this was called the Paidonomos, which translates to the herder of boys, or boy shepherd.
Yes.
The supervisor was put in place to control the training and lead a group of very disciplinary teachers under him.
Yes.
And they would have a multi-tailed whips. They'd all carry these whips to punish the boys if they failed any task. The boys,
really?
Yeah, the boys during the agoge were not.
You look at education today, Gav.
It's gone soft,
and now
John.
Look at the disorder on the streets.
Absolutely right.
You can really see why classics teachers, particularly the ones who teach Greek, are really the
Well, they're the ones who didn't spare the whip.
No, but when I was a kid, they really didn't. Classics teachers were, along with, especially if they were involved in religious studies in any way, were easily the
really
worst.
Cruel,
they're awful,
horrible, and they always had a quote to go with the beating.
A quote to go with the beating, justify, and also known for psycho rages. You sort of think, I really see where your Christianity's from. I tell you what, it's out of guilt.
Out disce, out labore.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Anyway, so the boys during the agoge, they weren't allowed shoes because they had to build up their leathery feet.
Really?
Yeah, because they had to know how to jump and run.
But now, Gav, it's all about sneakers, isn't it?
I know.
Comfy.
It's all about the gear.
It's all about comfy, squishy shoes. They're all flashy, yeah?
Yeezys.
Cut to Sparta.
I know.
Yeah, right. There we go.
Yeah, the stupid big balloony.
If you see Ye or Kanye as everything that's wrong.
He's wearing a duvet and pillows on his feet.
He's wearing a duvet, pillows on his feet. He's talking about how Hitler's a good bloke. He's everything that's sodding wrong.
So, yes, they toughened their soles. It was for jumping and running. It's sort of Olympic skills as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Running, as this was deemed faster in barefoot. It was quicker to run in tough bare feet than it was in sandals.
Yes.
Because
they didn't have Yeezys.
They didn't have hobnail boots or Yeezys.
Yeah,
You're right. Yeah. They were only allowed one cloak for the whole year to teach them how to cope with the cold.
Right.
In the winter and the hot summer.
Yeah.
With only one piece of clothing. Sparta itself, this is the strange world of Sparta.
Yes.
This is the world that makes Leonidas. To understand him, you have to understand the culture of it. So it was a military society, the Spartans, built around discipline and war. The citizens were a warrior elite ruling over a much larger population, the Helot.
That's slaves,
yes,
as I explained earlier.
Yes, it's a state-owned labour force of slaves. The Spartans were permanently worried that the Helots might revolt, and that's partly also why they stay so tooled up and so ready for violence.
They're like jailers.
Yes,
in fact, the Helots did rise much later all over Greece.
Right. But the Spartans were always armed. Yeah. They weren't just good at soldiering, they were ready now at all times.
Yeah. And Hellas is Greece.
Yes.
So Helots, I don't know what it means
in
Greece. It
must be connected
but it'll mean
somehow.
something like, owned by Greeks.
That's right.
Property of Greeks. Yeah, right.
Before 490 BC, as Leonidas becomes a Spartan warrior.
Okay.
So before becoming king, he spent years serving as a soldier.
Yeah.
He trained.
So he's 50 now.
Yeah, well, he is. That's right. Yeah, he's born in 540.
Yeah.
He trained from the age of 18 to become a hoplite warrior, heavily armed with short iron sword, spear and shield.
The only way. In my book, the only way.
Absolutely. We don't have details on his early military life, but it would have been the standard pattern of Spartan warriors.
But also his dad's king.
Right,
so,
But he still had to do all the drills in the formations, the phalanx, the 8-rank deep phalanx where they all surrounded themselves with shields.
Yeah.
Sort of human tank, isn't it?
Yeah, or tortoise,
Yeah.
The Romans call it.
Just as Leonidas enters military life at 20, he's informed his father has died. Right. So as predicted, his elder brother steps in to become king, while Leonidas and his other brother become soldiers.
Yes.
However, the middle brother grew frustrated that he was not chosen to be king. It's always a brother.
Yeah, also middle child syndrome.
Right, absolutely.
Classic, isn't it?
He believed him and Leonidas were better suited, to lead the Spartans due to their training.
Yeah.
He decided to abandon the Spartan way, the middle brother, and he went off to Africa to start a colony. It's such a weird ambition.
Wow.
I'm going to go all the way over there and just make my own
Become a
country.
vicar.
Absolutely, yeah. So now we're around 490 BC. The Persian threat starts to bubble up.
Can I say another thing incidentally about Athens?
Yes.
Which just gets across the brutality. Another aspect of it, there wasn't that many women.
Right.
They kept that at a proportion of, I think it was 1 in 7 were women. Because they were looking as well for, remember, you get ability to take pain and fighting spirit from the female.
Right.
That's traditional in all fighting sports.
Yes.
Cockfighting, dogfighting, bullfighting.
Breeding animals.
The ability to take pain comes from the female, as does aggression, whereas size and strength come from the male.
Right.
And that's the same with all of them.
So strength and speed is from the male, stamina and pain toleration.
Anyone weak, this includes weak boys or too many women, they had their ankles riveted and they were left on the hillside for the wolves.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's not much room for sentiment in Sparta,
no.
If
you're
there?
A weakling boy or too many women and you don't look like you're from the right stock, riveted ankles, hillside. Now, people say that a lot of sort of other states would then go and get them.
Right.
And sort of the equivalent
nurture them as
the equivalent
revenge.
Of sort of priests from temples and stuff would take them and do whatever. But that's what they did, yeah.
Okay, well, around this time, the Persian Empire...
They also all used to shag each other.
Did they?
The Spartan soldiers, yeah.
Did they?
Yeah, that was their culture.
It's like a rugby club.
Yeah, it's exactly like a rugby club or an old-fashioned public school. Yeah. Exactly right, Gav. But it was. But they shagged each other, and love between them was encouraged.
Right.
Because if you're fighting with men you love,
literally love them,
they are your lovers, and you
die for
together.
them. Yeah.
You die for each other.
Right.
So that's another. And what's weird is, that's a taboo thing they don't teach you at schools.
No.
Because they don't want you to know, or didn't want you to know at school, that the most fierce warriors on earth, especially in this debate about homosexuality in the military, that it used to be in Sparta absolutely standard.
Part of the form.
And for them, totally logical. Why wouldn't you have soldiers that are actually in love with each other?
Because they die for each other.
And all shagging each other, right.
Fascinating.
Yes.
So under Darius I, Persia has expanded massively.
Yes.
Darius always sounds like an Italian 90s DJ to me.
He does, yeah. DJ Darius,
yes,
he definitely does. Yeah.
Always does.
Yeah.
So huge empire, and they start taking bits of everywhere.
Yeah.
Including an interest in the Greek territories.
Yes, it was not an interest. They want to invade the whole Greece. Yeah.
So the Greek city-states were divided, quarrelsome, and often at each other's throats.
Yes.
As all regional quarrels always are.
Yes.
Same with all the Italian states. They didn't even become a country till the 1800s.
It's only two things hold you together as as a society or a country, an outside enemy,
yes,
or inner repression.
Classic.
You have to have it. So there's that old Greek saying, which is, I fight my brother, me and my brother fight our cousin, me, my brother and my cousin fight our neighbour, me, my brother, my cousin... And
stranger from another town.
And my neighbour, we fight people from the other town.
Yeah.
And it builds up like that.
It's still like that.
Right. And I tell you where you see it really, a good parallel of this is England fans.
Yes.
You got all these rivals, but suddenly they're fighting for England and they're shoulder to shoulder. Not only that, what happens is the fact that they put aside, normally we hate you bastards, but today, when we take on them Germans, but today...
And Geordie and Cockney may stand together as one.
No, normally we hate you Cockney bastards, right? But today, right, when we get it in when we get it in Cologne, we fight together. Another parallel in war, normally we hate you English bastards.
Right.
Today we fight like brothers.
Yeah.
And that...
In a desert in Africa somewhere.
That shedding aside of that and that bonding is really part of the inner mechanism. Putting that aside and suddenly, all right, and the hard class.
Let's get them.
them. And this really gives, a massive amount of strength.
The Persians at this time...
Especially if they're also shagging.
Absolutely right. I'm not sure that goes on.
So let's shag. Yeah, right.
You what, mate?
Yeah. Bend over.
There's no need for that, mate.
Yeah.
Look, we're on a train.
But before we go and fight them Germans, get your trousers down.
Gives a kiss.
Yeah, gives a kiss.
Oh, yes. So, yes, 490 BC, the Persians are defeated by Athens at the Battle of Marathon.
Yes.
But this doesn't stop them. It just ensured the Persians would be back with a vengeance.
Yes.
And this time with many more soldiers.
Yes.
So now we're into 490 to 488, the next couple of years.
We're just getting into the most exciting period of history.
This is when Leonidas becomes king of Sparta.
Right.
He spends most of his 20s in the army, but alongside the same soldiers before becoming king in the death of his half-brother, Cleomenes I.
Yeah, Cleomenes.
Cleomenes has been a powerful but very erratic Spartan king, which they probably didn't like.
Yeah.
The other Greek states struggled to deal with his behaviour and were angry he had chosen not to support them when the Persians attacked them.
Yeah.
So Athens weren't happy with Cleomenes. So at an agreed meeting, they deemed Cleomenes insane and hold him in chains.
Yes.
Tales say he acquired a small dagger from, so it's always a dagger, a small dagger from someone in the prison and cut chunks off his body to escape the chains, and then he dies of blood loss. After his death, Leonidas takes the throne, and this is in 488 BC, around those 2 year period.
Yes.
2 year period. To strengthen his claim and keep the royal line tidy and neat, Leonidas marries Gorgo, Cleomenes' daughter.
Right.
Yes, he married his niece.
Yes.
Which is not ideal by modern standards, but the dynastic politics. It suited the dynastic politics in those.
I think it was pretty common back then.
Pretty
common, our own royal don't start,
No, I know.
With our own royal family, you don't want to start poking around too much about.
She's important though. She's remembered as very intelligent, politically very sharp, and later sources present her as one of the most impressive Spartan women in the tradition in their history.
Yes, it's weird how these dynasties happen.
Yeah,
I never realised that Eleanor Roosevelt, Theodore Roosevelt's wife.
Yes,
that's her maiden name.
No.
Yes.
Is it?
She's Eleanor Roosevelt.
What, she's the same?
She's a Roosevelt. Yes. She is his fifth cousin. She is Franklin Roosevelt's fifth cousin once removed. And she's actually the one closely related to Theodore Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt, inventor of the teddy bear.
Wow.
So
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's ridiculously amazing.
Yes,
I can't believe that.
No,
such a big country.
Yes, a huge country.
One family.
Right, yeah.
That's amazing.
Amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
So we get to 481 BC. There's another 5 or 6 years later. It's clear now that the Persians are coming soon. Yeah. Darius has gone, but his son Xerxes I.
Now he's the guy.
He's the guy who, in the movie 300, he's like 9 foot tall, and for some reason has a very deep voice.
Yeah.
And he.
What's crazy is the ancient Greeks used to laugh. I love this. The ancient Greeks the soldiers were all lovers.
Yes.
Not only were they lovers who fought in skirts,
yes,
but they laughed at the Turks for wearing trousers, because for them that was just so unmanly. Look, they're wearing trousers.
Yeah, right.
They laughed at them.
They've grown up walking around in one tunic with no shoes on.
They laughed at them for their trousers.
Look at them covering their legs.
Much like the Scots. No, without the shaggy bit, but you see what I mean? It's exactly the same thing, And actually, the Scots still today slightly looked down on a Scotsman because it was a very sort of English thing to do, to wear the trews.
Absolutely,
the
yeah.
Rather than a kilt.
A proper kilt.
Yeah, manly trews.
So Xerxes is coming. He's got a huge army.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've exaggerated it like we always point out.
Yeah, how many are you saying?
We'll get to it.
Okay.
No, it's 1 point something million.
Okay,
The Persian army and navy would cross into Greece and crush all resistance they could face. Faced with this, the Greek city-states now start to align.
Yes.
They form an alliance often called the Hellenic League, which to me sounds like a really low football league.
Yeah.
Somewhere
there
in
was a Hellenic
North
League.
London
or
something.
Was one.
Was there?
Yeah, I think so.
Not the Isthmian League.
No, I think the Corinthian Football Club was in the Isthmian League, which is the Isthmus of Corinth.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, they form an alliance, and this is a big deal because they usually love arguing with each other.
What year is this now?
This is 481.
481, okay.
Sparta was chosen to lead the land forces because they know how to fight on land. Athens would do the navy stuff.
Yes.
Leonidas, as King of Sparta, becomes one of the key figures in this alliance.
Yes.
And the Greek response
and remember,
to Xerxes.
at this time, there is a whopping difference between Athens and Sparta in Athens' mindset. The Athenians
much bigger.
See the Spartans as sort of scary savages. They really do.
Right.
They are thinkers. They are a sea power. Yeah. They're sophisticated. They're cosmopolitan. They're not insular. Yeah. They are key traders around everywhere.
Yeah.
They've got democracy. They've got this open system of justice with professional what's called dicasts who sit there and they're professional jurors every day. They sit there. They've got great playwrights.
Right.
This is a complete. They've got a culture.
Right.
Whereas the Spartans are just thugs.
Fighters.
And again, this is how sort of snobs in Britain would have seen like the Scottish regiments. In a weird. I'm just saying in a weird way.
Definitely.
So just send the Scots in or the Welsh.
Yes.
It's that sort of awful.
They love us scrap.
Yeah, right. Or the Irish.
And they're used to hardship in the same way.
Just send them, right.
Yeah, right. They live on snowy mountains. They'll be tough.
People refer to the Scots as our own. I can't remember what I was reading. Our own homegrown savages.
So now, 1 year later, 480 BC, Xerxes launches his invasion.
Yeah.
They cross the Hellespont on bridges of boats.
Yeah, that's going up to Constantinople.
It's the gap between what is now Turkey and Athens, basically, isn't it?
It's the key tactical thing. It always has been. Gallipoli.
Yeah.
His
army was claimed to be 1.7 million strong, with over 1,000 warships in his navy.
Yeah.
Compared to the Greek defenders, the Persians have a huge numerical advantage.
Yeah.
Greek states were still hesitant to join all the forces together. So out of about 100 states, only 31, the bigger ones, I guess, banded together to fight the Persians. So you imagine the smaller states were saying, how many did he say?
Yeah, right.
He's got 1.7 million. Well, let's see how the Spartans get on first.
What gets me about that 1.7 million as they move through, which is bigger than any state, is that's when someone goes, right, lads, what are we going to eat? And you got 1.7 million.
A barbecue for 1.7.
No, but I just don't. It's the logistics that make me doubt it. What are you going to get off the land there?
Well, it's just several armies from different bits of Persia.
There's 1.7 million people.
It's ridiculous.
They're lying.
They must
be lying.
It's probably 170,000.
Okay, what happens? You arrive in a town that's got a population of 2,000. What are you going to eat?
Yeah. What are you going to eat?
What are you going to eat?
Even if you ransack everyone.
Right.
It's still not enough.
Well, you got a population that's half of Belgium.
They probably brought their own cows.
Yeah.
They probably did.
I don't know, but let's say Belgium's 4 million, right? Well,
yeah.
How you?
Yeah, it's impossible.
How do you figure that?
Impossible.
Yeah, or the population of Uruguay.
Right.
That's another 4 million, isn't it?
Right.
And
it's crazy.
It's half of that on the move.
Eating as they go.
It's the population of Wales.
And if you want to keep marching, you've got to eat a lot.
You've got to eat a
lot.
Yeah.
You ever seen what an Olympic rower eats during it? It's insane.
It's crazy.
Quite disgusting,
Quite disgusting.
So why 300?
I don't know.
It was one of the most famous parts of the story, the 300.
Yes.
But it wasn't all the soldiers Sparta had. The number was shaped partly by the fact they had a religious festival on at the time, the Carneia.
Yes.
During which the Spartans were reluctant to send everyone.
Just to say, Thermopylae is in Sparta.
Yes.
Sparta's the three bits hanging down at the bottom of the Peloponnese in Greece.
Right.
The Peloponnese is that chunk of land at the bottom.
Yes.
Not the Chalcidice with the bits that hang around at the top.
Right.
Where Alexander of Macedonia.
Yes, that's where he was from. Yeah.
This is the bit at the bottom that's hanging down.
Before the islands.
Before the islands sort of drip down. Yeah. And they are at home. You know, they're playing this.
It's their gaff.
They are defending their own gaff.
Right.
But they've got their religious festival on. So
they don't want to mess with that too much.
They know the land. You know?
But you know what else was going on?
What?
The Olympic Games.
Yes.
And they didn't want to miss too much of that. And they probably had some good athletes to send to the games.
Yeah. That's Olympic country there as well. That's also down.
Was that the home of the
That's
games?
also down there. Yeah.
Right. So the 300 was chosen for a few specific reasons. 300 was the number of royal guards that would always surround a king during a normal battle formation.
Yeah.
So he was there. Leonidas was there.
Yeah.
So that's who came with him.
There's normally about 1 million people attended, or hundreds of thousands of people attended the Olympics as well.
Yeah.
So you've got gathered in Sparta. It's a real mess. You've got a religious festival. You've got the Olympics on.
Yeah.
Although
it's like an Easter bank holiday, you know, or a summer bank holiday.
No, it's crazy. It's like
Glastonbury's on.
You would think who's in town. All these athletes from everywhere and their supporters.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's great. What a scene.
What a great scene.
Can you imagine the stories being passed around during that time?
Great scene. So, Gav, just to say, the Olympics essentially it's in the Peloponnese. It's in Elis.
Yeah.
By Alph, the sacred river.
Right.
And
so it's in the same rough area.
No, we're in the same region, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
okay. So there's things going on.
There's things going on, yeah.
Leonidas only selects the 300 from the youngest 10 years of his soldiers, so that they all have, and they all had to have already had a son to carry on the family line. They also knew they were almost certainly going to die. So Leonidas went ahead with the advance force of his younger 300 Spartan men.
Right.
Obviously, the younger soldiers are going to be better, more stamina and strength and speed and all that.
But he's just there with young men.
He is. So the Greek force that would then come to support the Spartans' advanced party at Thermopylae included several thousand allies from the other Greek states: the Thebans, the Corinthians, the Phocians, and the Thespians.
Yes.
We're here.
That's like the SAS artists.
It is. It's very similar.
We're here, lads.
Where is the show?
Yeah. We heard you were putting on a show. We wouldn't miss it.
Break a leg, old boy.
Break a leg, Sparta.
The 300 are famous because they were the Spartan corps that Leonidas had around him, and they all expected to not come back.
Yeah.
They'd provided a son to the state, and they were going to their death.
Oh.
So now, why Thermopylae? Well, the Greeks chose to block the Persian advance at Thermopylae because it was a narrow coastal pass in central Greece. In a narrow pass, the Persian numbers would matter less. The Greek heavy infantry could hold the line more effectively. It was one of the few places where a small force could realistically delay a much bigger force.
Yes, yeah.
At the same time, the Greek fleet from Athens would try to block the Persians at sea.
Okay.
Which they show in the movie. There's a storm at sea and the boats are all burning, yada.
Just what's weird, Gav,
Go
is
on.
that there's an old school thing in Britain.
Yeah.
And you start to see how these Greeks shaped our attitudes. We were never Roman in culture.
No, boarding schools, much more Greek.
Much more Greek. Winston Churchill said you should learn Latin as a necessity and Greek as a treat. But the Greek thing, the Corinthian attitude, the love of the Athenian democracy, we have no real truck
with the Roman tradition.
Yeah, that's
no,
much
it's all
more.
Greek.
Yeah, that's much more sort of Spain.
It is.
But you can see that you're expected to sacrifice for the good of state.
Yeah.
That's really Greek.
No, but also hardship.
Yes.
Being hungry a bit.
Yes.
And cold.
But the honour of serving. You always get this sort of feeling that, the Roman army, most of them
soft.
Auxiliary slaves just cracking a whip while they fight. Wasn't the way,
So Xerxes, according to tradition, before he went for them, he requests a surrender.
Yes.
Like, don't make me do this to you.
Yeah, right.
Leonidas...
Did you just try and put on his voice then?
Don't make me do this to you.
Yeah,
I like the one in the movie 300 because he's got a really deep voice.
Yes.
And he's got chain rings and everything. And he's about 10 foot tall. And he is as a god.
Yeah, you got to like guys like that.
My favourite thing about the advancing Persian army is that in that movie is that they want us to believe that they were riding rhinoceroses.
Yes.
into battle. It's so ridiculous.
Fantastic. You don't know that, though. I don't know where they've got that from.
No, it's just done for the movie.
Yes.
It's not real. I Googled it.
It's outside the realms of fuck why diddies.
Well, first of all, you can't train a rhino and ride it.
Yeah.
And secondly, the terrain, narrow mountainous passes.
Yeah, that's not a
You're not using a rhino.
Yeah.
So Xerxes has asked for a surrender. Leonidas replies, he asked them to lay down their arms.
Yes.
Leonidas supposedly replies, molon labe, which means come and take them.
It means not on your life.
Yeah, right. Come and get it.
Come and get it, yeah.
That's a blooming legend moment. I mean, he's had a couple already, but that's a blooming legend moment.
I think just being King of Sparta is blooming legend.
Just to be alive after the agoge.
Yeah,
that's a blooming legend moment. He's asked 1.7 million Persian nutters to come and take it.
Yeah.
Come and
have a go if you think you're hard enough. Yeah.
Definitely. Another famous line, which you do see in the movie, is when someone warned the Persian arrows would block the sunlight. There'd be so many of them.
Yeah.
And the Spartans were saying, supposedly Dionysus, one of the Spartans, is supposed to have replied, then we shall fight in the shade.
Brilliant.
Such a great line. That's another blooming legend moment.
You won't be able to see the sun, there'll be so many arrows.
Absolutely
then we
right.
shall fight in the shade.
Absolutely right.
Oh, man.
I had a quick look at the hoplite warrior, his get-up.
Yeah.
So the phalanx is the formation with all the shields.
Yeah.
The hoplon is the shield, the actual round shield.
Yeah.
It was 8 ranks deep. They would wear a bronze helmet, famously, with the Spartan helmet, a breastplate, and greaves.
The shin guards.
Shin guards. I wish footballers would call them greaves.
Greaves, but also Jimmy Greaves.
Yeah, definitely.
But also no shoes.
No shoes, that's right. A dory, which is a 6 to 8 foot long thrusting spear. You didn't throw it, you used it as a weapon.
Yeah.
And a short sword, the xiphos.
Yeah. For me, that's the only way.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And I did look it up. No elephants, no rhinos from the Persians. Yeah. But anyway, now, August 480 BC, this is the battle itself of Thermopylae. Leonidas and the Greeks have held the pass for several days. The Spartans and their allies fought in tight formation with spear and shield, repelling repeated attacks from the Persians.
Yeah.
The Persian troops, including the elite immortals, were sent in, but the narrow ground works. They keep holding them back. The Spartan discipline was crucial because they could keep rotating men as they got tired, but they all knew the formation, so they would understand what to do.
And this is
instantly.
in a narrow pass.
Really narrow
pass.
It's basically a scrum.
Yeah.
It's a new... these guys are tired, keep moving new guys in and stand again at the front.
Yeah.
They do show that in the movie. After one of the scuffles, they just go, humph again.
Yeah, the movie mythologizes.
It does,
But here, in Bloomin' Legends, we deal with reality.
Absolutely right.
That's where we live.
Ancient accounts emphasize how badly the Persians struggled to break through. One iconic tactic from Leonidas, is not covered in the film, was a series of fake retreats. After fighting hard, Leonidas would make the call for the Spartans to fall back and then turn to run from the current wave of Persian soldiers.
Yeah.
They'd get about 100 yards and then they'd turn and attack them back.
Right, okay.
Which is, why didn't they put that in the movie?
Yeah,
That's a great talent.
yeah.
Really demoralising for the Persians.
yeah.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah.
They don't mind. They want it again.
300 losing loads.
And they would hit them with a huge force.
Because presumably the Persians are coming at them when you got those sort of numbers and that kind of totalitarian in charge.
Yes.
They are kamikaze.
Absolutely.
They're just coming at them. They literally are, the bodies piling up.
And they've got wicker shields.
Yeah.
Which
that's not
didn't do anything against the spears. That's another blooming legend moment. The fake.
What do you mean? You've got a shield? It's
fake
wicker.
The fake retreat and then turn and go, ha!
And all you got is a wicked.
I love that. Yeah. The other fantastic famous story is one of the best-known details.
It's also inflammable, their shield, of course.
Yes, of course.
Doesn't help.
You fire a burning arrow into that, it's all over.
A bit of petrol in there.
One of the best-known details before battles is that the Persian scouts would see the Spartans preparing for each battle by combing their hair.
Yeah.
And the reason they were combing their hair is because they thought they were going to die. And they wanted to die...
Fantastic.
Perfectly.
Bloomin' Legend's fantastic, isn't it?
It's just the Spartans. It made perfect sense.
Yeah.
They all had long hair.
Yeah.
So they would groom their long hair.
Yeah, I get it.
And look
I mean, Gav, you and I, that's not going to be a problem.
It's not going to be an issue for us.
A lot of this stuff isn't going to be a problem for us.
Not going to be an issue for us.
Okay.
But it's important to look good.
Yeah, it is.
And I like the fact that they wanted to die looking good.
Yeah.
Then there was a betrayal, and this is portrayed in the movie. Ephialtes is a traitor among the Spartans. There is an alternative mountain pass that could bring the Persians to the rear of the gates.
Yes, there is.
And but it's a mountain track, and a local Greek, Ephialtes, betrays them, tells the Persians about it. Xerxes finds out about this path.
Well, you got to remember, there's quite a lot of people who actually don't like the Spartan way of life.
No, I'm sure, because they're horrible.
So he's probably in that middle layer that isn't a slave.
I'll show them.
He's working as a goat herd.
In the movie, they portray him as someone who wants to be a warrior, and he won't let him in because he's a hunchback. But anyway, once Xerxes finds out, he sends 10,000 of his immortals with Ephialtes to guide them to outflank the Greeks. And they swiftly push the 1,000 men guarding the rear of the Spartans.
Yeah.
They push them aside, and now they've got them covered at both ends.
Yes.
And they've bottled them, basically. Yeah. And this is where we get to Leonidas' final decision. When he learns the Persians are coming round the pass, he dismisses most of the Greek army.
Yeah.
Because he knows whoever stays is going to die.
Yeah.
And the only ones who stay with him are the Thespians.
Yes.
Because they want to finish the show.
Of course. With
a bang.
What, before the curtain?
But it's not over yet.
I want the final curtain.
It's definitely.
They're actually from Despots, but go on.
I know. Yeah. It's just I can't stop thinking about it.
That's hilarious.
And obviously his 300 men are going to stay with him.
But it's so dramatic.
It's so dramatic.
Stay.
What a show it's going to be.
Show.
700 Thespians, 300 Spartans are left. And that's a Bloomin' Legend moment. They're choosing to die now.
Yeah.
And the question is, why did he stay? So there are a few theories. To buy time for the rest of Greece, because the Persians are coming.
Yeah.
To preserve the Spartan myth and honour. Third, because Spartan law did not allow retreat.
No, it doesn't.
I didn't know that. That's
but I think if you
yeah.
live in a warrior kingdom where it's do or die, you can't be the guy that you've got to die.
You've got to show by example.
Yeah, it's going down with the ship, Gav.
And you've got to be the captain. Yeah, that's right.
It's going down with the ship.
And also because a heroic last stand could potentially inspire a resistance later.
Yeah.
Also, there was a prophecy that either Sparta would lose a king or be destroyed going round at the time.
Right.
And maybe he was going to just fulfill that because he knew that
What's the latest prophecy?
Yeah.
You're going to die.
Really?
Really? Friday so, mate.
No, but is there any other prophecies?
If it's 300, you're facing 1.4 million Persians. I mean, I don't know if it's a prophecy or you're going down the betting shop. But you wouldn't get, if it was betting, you wouldn't get any odds.
Definitely
odds
not.
He survives. Yeah, put that on Leonidas to survive, please.
Are there any
fucking nuts?
Are there any other prophecies? Any other stories going on?
Any other prophecies I can bet on?
Like really well thought of prophecies?
Yeah.
Like where I don't die?
Yes, yeah.
That's what I'd be after.
Any happy endings?
Any like just glorious victories?
No, that's about it. That's about it.
Most of them, you do die.
I'm afraid that's it. Yes.
So on the final day, Leonidas and the remaining defenders, they fought knowing they were doomed. Their spears are all broken by then, overwhelmed by forces. They can't fight. They've just got their swords left. And when they lost their swords, they fought hand to hand.
Yes.
Leonidas was killed in the battle, and the fighting around his body was especially fierce, with the Spartans and allies trying to just recover the body.
Yes.
They just wanted the body back.
Yeah.
Eventually, the Greeks are overwhelmed by the numbers of the Persians, and the Thermopylae becomes a Persian victory. But it's history's most famous moral victory.
Yes.
It's got to be. It gets used in any sporting context, any military context. It's not like the charge of the Light Brigade. It's nothing like that.
No.
That was heroic foolhardiness.
Yes.
This is, no, we're not letting you in. It's very different, isn't it?
Yeah, this is it's making a last stand, isn't it? That's the thing. You made a stand.
Yes.
It's the Alamo,
and it's your territory as well.
Sometimes you've just got to stick to your ground. Right?
Well, you don't really get much more legendary than that, do you?
But it's stand.
Yes, hold.
Yeah, we never ran.
Definitely,
that's the thing about it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So now, after Leonidas has died, Xerxes, according to Herodotus, was so enraged.
The first historian.
Yes. So enraged by how well they resisted,
Yeah.
he didn't want that story getting out, I guess.
Yes.
That he ordered Leonidas' head to be cut off and his body crucified. This was unusual, and it suggests how much the stand at Thermopylae had infuriated Xerxes.
Yes.
Leonidas was not just another enemy commander. He'd made the invasion slower, bloodier, and much more humiliating than expected by Xerxes. But that's it. That's Leonidas I.
Bloomin' legend.
Bloomin' legend.
But does he make it onto the leaderboard? Thermopylae, very famous. The 300, very famous.
Yeah.
Is he, as an individual, a bloomin' legend?
Or is he just another Spartan doing what Spartans would do?
Right. Well, let's take a look at the board.
Yes.
So, Gavin, Leonidas. What do we think here? Leonidas.
I mean, as legends go, first of all, he's real.
Yes.
He did do what he did.
He did something extraordinary.
He died fighting with his 300 men around him. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
And so, I like Leonidas.
I like Leonidas. I mean, it feels, because he was so hands-on, because the fact he inspired such loyalty.
Yes.
That his men gathered round just to defend his dead body.
Right.
Unsuccessfully.
Yes. And giving up their own lives in the process.
I mean, he sort of feels like, Alexander the Great. I'd take him down for it. For me, I want to lose Einstein.
Well, Johnny, it's been suggested that maybe we need a separate military, because this counts as military.
This counts as military, it does, doesn't it?
And because we have had listeners who aren't
Mind
happy.
you, so does Sir Christopher Lee.
Well, he bestrides two worlds there.
No, but for me, he's not up there because of his acting.
No, not at all. Nothing to do with Dracula.
He's up there because
he was in the SAS.
He was in the SAS and he was in the Special Ops.
That's
the
right.
Secret Intelligence.
SOE, yeah.
He was in the SOE in the war, and he could speak passable Hungarian to pass himself off as a peasant.
I mean, if you've been to Cairo, you're almost getting on the board.
Yeah, you're right.
So viewers will notice we haven't actually lost Digby Tatum. He's still on the undercard.
Yes.
And I think we may have to have a separate category, in which case we get to keep Leonidas.
Well, Leonidas is not going on for this reason at the moment, because it's one event.
That's true.
It's what he's known for the 300.
That's true.
That's it.
And also, to be pointed out, the culture of Sparta. It's what any Spartan would have done.
Yes.
It's almost not he did anything
It's about
special.
the 300.
Yeah.
I mean, he is fantastic, but we are Spartans. They're the Klingons of the ancient world. He's going there, I'm afraid. But please.
I love how quickly you dismissed him.
No, that's it.
It's almost like what I did to Harry Houdini.
Yes.
He's a magician.
He's a magician. He's a Spartan. Right. They're all like that. There we go. Please drop a comment below or get in touch with us. bloominlegends@global.com. You can also send us a message, as long as it's nice, on our socials, which is @bloominlegends on Instagram or TikTok. But like I say, for all your Bloomin' Legendary anecdotes, they are covered on the Extra Legendary bit, which comes out on Sunday nights, where we deal with your stories and enjoy those. So do send your own Extra Legendary bits, your legendary stories, bloominlegends@global.com. We will speak to you on Sunday.
This has been a Global Player original production.